EP2 Capture of Maduro. On January 3, 2026, the United States launched military strikes on Venezuela and captured President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. 1516. The operation, codenamed Operation Absolute Resolve, 1718, began around 2 a.m. local time when explosions were observed. 19. The United States Armed Forces bombed infrastructure across northern Venezuela to suppress air defenses as an apprehension force attacked Maduro's residence in Caracas, 2021. Maduro and Flores were flown to New York City by U.S. forces. 22-23. The United States government announced that Maduro and Flores had been indicted on several charges related to narco-terrorism. Maduro and Flores pleaded not guilty to the charges in a Manhattan federal court on 5 January 2026. U.S. President Donald Trump and his administration justified the operation as a law enforcement action with military support that the president has inherent constitutional authority to undertake. Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez denounced the capture as a kidnapping. Venezuelan officials said at least 23 Venezuelan security officers were killed during the attack. 12-9. The Cuban government said that 32 members of the Cuban military and intelligence agencies were killed. 30. 13 officials in the United Nations, UN, the US, and other countries, but 31, as well as international law experts, said the raid violated the UN Charter and Venezuela's sovereignty. 32, 33, 34. Other reactions around the world included celebrations by the Venezuelan diaspora and protests against the attack. Trump stated that the U.S. would run Venezuela until there was a transition of power. But these claims were contradicted by Rodriguez, and also retracted by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. 40. Trump and his administration made clear that access to Venezuelan oil was a core reason for the action. The Venezuelan government remained in place, with Rodriguez sworn in as acting president on the 5th of January 2026. 41. Under Rodriguez, a group of foreign and national political prisoners detained in Venezuela were released, a gesture which, according to Trump, contributed to avoid a second wave of attacks.